guys, if you missed last week's episodes of Oscar Man on Metro FM airing between 10 to 11, I got you. So I'm going to give you a recap of last week's Oscar Man. So I've got 5 shows that I need to tell you, but there's a catch. I only have 1 minute to tell you about each show. So we have to beat the clock, okay? Okay, so I have 1 minute to tell you about each episode, and I'm going to beat the clock. Let's go. So last week's episode, we're gonna call it the overseas dropout. So Mzala is a male who has been cheating on his wife with the woman he met before the wife, and he just felt, this woman is not up to the standards of his wife, and so he decided to marry his wife. They are immigrating overseas, and the wife had already moved overseas. She discovered that he was cheating and never said anything to him. Like, she didn't say anything. And then dude stayed behind, sorting out, like trying to sell his house, work details and everything. And then lady told him, don't bother coming, this marriage is over. But dude was a bit naughty because he was like dissing his side piece, saying she's not good enough, but he was eating. I mean, anaja akoti. So basically he called into Oscar Man, to try and find ways to salvage his marriage. And they told him, like, but dude, you're not sad that you cheated on your wife. You sad because you got caught. I beat the clock. Last week's episode, we're going to call it the witchcrafting husband. So Anonymous is married to a man who is very well off, but he cut her off financially in 2020. They have a baby, and because the baby was born, she decided, no, let me sleep in the nursery with the baby. But she's never returned to the room since, after finding out that he got her a spiritual husband, and that's how he uses, the spiritual husband to amass his wealth. He has a side girl. He even bought the side girl a car, and Anonymous feels like this guy is delaying her in terms of the divorce because they are married in community of property, but she depends on him financially and doesn't know how to get out of this relationship. She said that she's not happy and she wants out. And the viewers, the jury was like, girl, go home, get your family to do this cleansing, let your family stand on your behalf. Okay. Third one, on Wednesday, we're going to call it the player getting played. So this young gentleman called in saying that he recently hacked into his girlfriend's phone and found that his girlfriend has other sneaky links. She said she needed money to go to a masterclass, which she did go to the masterclass, but realized that after going to the masterclass, she spent the weekend with one of her other sneaky links. Dude is a self-declared player and pretty boy, and dude was like me, like I've been and now he's in love. And he wants her, to change and be monogamous when girl clearly is not monogamous, and looks like these guys bamo bitch. Like, girl understands. He did also allude that she comes from a wealthy family, and Naked was just like, nah nigga, like, you got a low self-esteem. Hey, on time, but the clock beat me again. The clock beat me again. Okay, going on to Thursday, we call it Groovesty Wadi Drugs. So a young lady calls in by the name of Anonymous, and she says she's a groovist, but Naked was like, no, you are not a groovist. You cannot be partying once or twice a month and then call yourself a groovist. You don't know what it means to be a groovist. She's with this guy, and they've been together for 4 years, and he, has gone through things in his life. Like, he had a big loss in his life, and dude parties way more than her. Like, dude parties every weekend, and it's even affecting their finances, and she decided to move out of the house, but she still loves him and wants to be there for him. But dude takes drugs. Like, dude uses drugs, and she feels like she wants to be there for him. And she did make mention that she's very soft, and she's afraid that when he, comes back and says all the right things, that she'll fall into his trap. But Naked was like, no. And I remember something one of the callers said. They were like, Sissy, it's either you're gonna start using drugs as well, or it's gonna get. I can't go further. I hope I explained. Do you get the gist though? You get it, ne? Okay, so Friday's episode, we're gonna call it Papa Wali Tribalist. Papa Wali Tribalist. So Anonymous calls in and he's divorced and he had a side chick, So he decided to promote the side chick to main chick level and even was ready to labola her. They have a kid together, and he did make mention that his ex-wife is very close with his siblings, and the family and the girl get along. So on the day before, the lobola dude goes to the girl's house and is like, no, I can't pay the lobola. He gives the letter and the girl just dumped him, and he wants to know how he needs to get my girl back. And everyone was like, but dude, why are you promoting side chick to wife? Like, why are you promoting side chick to wife? But dude was like, no, my dad is tribalist. And he was like, you're not going to marry that girl that's from that other culture. You're not going to marry that girl that's from the other culture, But he did say that he really does love this woman and she's been there for him. Like she's. Thank you for watching. We are at the end of our Ask a Man recap. Please do go to the website metrofm.co.za to actually listen to the full podcast. If at all you didn't understand what I was saying, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Bye bye. Bye spunkununkununkununku. Bye bye mater. Mwah.